What is going on, guys? Today, I want to talk about what you need to do to pass the test. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. Let's go ahead and get it. Right now, what you need to do is prepare for the road test. You've got to go in your neighborhoods. You need to make right turns. You need to make left. You should be able to feel comfortable and consistent making hand. There's more than one way to turn your steering wheel. At the end of the day, your instructor, your road tester doesn't really care about how you turn the steering wheel. You need to have vehicle control. If you have questions, go ahead and type it into the chat. Your teacher, if he or she or the instructor has to intervene, meaning turn the steering wheel, if you bump a curb, if you turn in the wrong lane, or you cause an accident, that will cause you to fail the test. So let's go over some of these parameters so you can be safe. You want to make sure that you identify regulatory signs. Stop signs are one type of regulatory sign. You want to come to a complete stop for a minimum of 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, and 1003. Once you stop and the car is motionless, then your instructor, he or she will tell you where to go and what to do. Let's go ahead and keep. You need to identify targets. Targets could be little. Targets could be the edge line on the right side of the road. We're talking about driving in North America. We have other instructors around the world, but let's focus on this right now. Next, you want to turn your head to identify information to give you a chance to make an educated decision. Your educated decision could be to stop, to yield, or to let the person go or let the other traffic go. Remember, the rules of the right-of-way are given. So I need you to understand that. Let's continue to keep moving forward. You need to drive at the speed limit. I know traffic is moving 5 over, 3 over, 7 over, but you are in a testing situation. And if you don't follow the law, you will be terminated. Let's continue. A dangerous maneuver. This is you cutting off a semi-truck. Very dangerous. You cutting off a car. You going through a yellow light and a pedestrian is walking in front of you. What the road tester, as well as your instructor, needs to see you do is make good decisions. If the light's turning yellow and you can proceed and slow down safely, you do that. If you're at the point of no return, meaning into the intersection, you should not be slamming your brakes because that is more dangerous. Back to speed control. SPEED control. CONTROLE. You must go at the speed limit. You must go with the flow of the traffic. When you go at the flow of the traffic, you're going to be interacting with that. Drivers coming out of side streets, secondary roads, driveways, they'll say, okay, that car is traveling at about 55 miles an hour. I need to wait. If you're going 3 under, 5 under, 7 under, now I have question marks. I can pull out in front of this car. In reality, we're putting ourselves in danger. Next, I need you to use proper hand positioning on your steering wheel. This is 9 and 3. This is 10 and 2. This is 7 and 5. Actually, AAA, which is a national organization here in the United States, says 7 and 5 tends to be the most safest. But that person to person, you're going to learn from me, your instructor. You're going to learn from your parents. You're going to learn from your uncle. You're going to learn from your auntie. You need to decide what method of steering is best for you and how you can improve to really do your best. And that is so important. We want you to do your best, meaning your instructors, your road tester. Your road tester is simply going to give you directions. I need you to make a right turn. They want to see you turn on your blinker, check your blind spot, look and get into that lane and execute, that maneuver. Not execute that maneuver, now the road tester is going to be questioning ability to drive. And once you put doubt into your road tester or your driving instructor, now I'm thinking, does this person really know how to drive? Is this person really ready for the road test? I do a lot of road test prep. And if you haven't already, you need to be looking at my shorts. You need to be looking at my YouTube channel because you're going to get value. Let's continue talking about what need to do the pass road test. You need to be in the proper lane, right lane. If your instructor tells you, I need you to make a lane change to the left, check your inside mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You have to look over your shoulder. If you do not execute blind spot checks, you're putting yourself and the tester in danger, and that is failure. Next, they want to see you check traffic, check the signals. You should not be saying, man, I can run this, because now you're going to put me, your instructor, and the road tester into a dangerous situation. And no one wants to be in a dangerous situation. That is so important that you understand the parameters about good speed control, about good lane positioning. And if you understand those parameters, you're going to be more successful. They're going to take you on a state certified route. You're going to have a series of right turns, a series of left turns. You're going to be going into the neighborhood. The neighborhood speed is 25 miles an hour, residential area. If there are little kids out, it is expected that you drive slower. You cover the brake. You're looking left. You're looking middle. You're looking right. You have to demonstrate control and safety. The road tester is expecting. Let's continue. You need to verbalize an adequate gap. A gap is a space. If we're pulling out from a driveway, I want to see you look and check traffic. You should be able to pull out into oncoming traffic and gradually get up to speed. If you have to jam the gas and cut the wheel really hard, because you did not adequately look at the gap of traffic. That is so important that you do that. So I want you to understand having a good gap in traffic is vital for your success. Let's talk about completing the turn. When you turn, you need to accelerate and turn hand over hand. Hand over hand is good for making right-hand turns. Hand over hand good is for parallel parking. Different areas around the world do different things. If you're in the UK, it's hand to hand. You're manual. You're driving with your left foot. Your right foot is for the gas and brake. Your left foot is for the clutch. I know how to drive a manual also. 90% of the cars in the United States are automatic. We understand that if you feel comfortable driving a manual, by all means, you need to drive a vehicle that makes you feel comfortable. Let's continue what you need so you can be successful in prepping you for the road test. You have to look in open spaces. They're expecting you, your road tester, as well as me, your driving instructor. I'm expecting you to look left. I'm expecting you to look straight ahead before drive.